This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Black. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Black. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Bengals. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. 30 base. Right, Smith. Tell him to run. 4 down. Alert. Mike in. Yes. Check. Mike in. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Black. Complete. Smith has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Second and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Kill. Check nickel. Switch. Check three. Watch. Hard. Check nine. Get it.
On first down, it's Hubbard. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 4 down. Sponge. Leo. Check. Yep. Check 4. Hey, Haywood. 36. Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mike 8. You ain't doing nothing today.
On third down, Herbert. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Black. And this one complete to Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Black. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
They had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The open man is Shark. It's complete. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Drew Sample, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Hey, high 7.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike, 8.
Ready?
To throw again. Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas, let's set a tone.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. We don't want this.
Mike 5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Black got a man open. It's Ross. The 30. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 77 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Hey, Charlie!
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Shoot!
From the gun on third down, Herbert trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to pour it on. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Bengals 31, Browns nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
50's a Mike. 50's a Mike. Pick me up.
Smooth.
Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Right here, right here.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Hey, Sam on.
Back, back, back.
Hey, Zoo. Get it.
On first down, Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Exit 70, Indy. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Black. He's got Smith here. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Throwing on 1st down. Black. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, Delta.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Buzz. Watch the screen.
2nd and 5. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike 8. Focus, defense, focus. Mike 8. Hey, watch the slant. Quick dance. Go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to air one out. out, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. 20, 10, 5, and down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
X3, 2X.
From the gun, Black, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Caleb Wilson there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Now!
Mike 8, Mike 8.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Mike 8, Mike 8.
Back to throw. Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
Hey,
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs and get beaten.
And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Black. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This is caught. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Ready, break.
44's Mike. Check, check. Ready? Double tight, double tight. Even. 4 down. Even.
Let go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 1.
At the 1-yard line.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fully good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Rock it.
Shift. Watch the safety creep. Shift.
On 2nd down, it's Green. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Off play action. Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll try and throw for it here. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might give radio silence back.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the Browns' 45-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Down. 18 Gator.
Hey, watch the slant. Check safety. Check. Go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
There we go. That's a touchdown.
John Ross with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid, still pitching a shutout. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
18 Gator.
Check, check. Bandit. Bandit.
Operating from the gun. Black. And that's caught by Smith. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
I got
Smith. Get.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check, 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 check. Get it ready.
Second down and inches. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
check.
Look at me. Zipper. Five.
Back to throw. Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
Fair.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll run on first down. It's Green. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw on second down. Herbert. And it's incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
54 all day, dog. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". And here we go, watch the pass.
Go.
To throw on third down. Herbert. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Yes.
Check, watch.
Shoot.
On first down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
60 more. Bravo.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey.
54. Mike 50.
Hey, foxtrot.
Check back. 54 is Mike. 54.
On third down, Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On first and 10, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34, 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Yep. Hey, Alpha.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Ready.
From the gun, Herbert. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Go.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
5.
Throwing on first down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike spot 4.
Back to the air on second down. Herbert under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go. Watch safety creep.
Hey, Charlie.
Safety.
Yo, go.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert got an open man. It's Ratley. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on fourth down.
Watch the pass. Watch the
Go out.
Here we go.
25, check 25, check 25.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike 8.
Hey, get in the weight room.
Mike 8.
On fourth down, Herbert. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up. Say go.
And an alley to run. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down.